Well, hello, POs. Hello. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. Um, Guys, if it's your first time checking this channel, Sharina Belly out. Thank you and welcome. You may be inclined to subscribe to the channel. Hey, we welcome you if you do. I call my supporters PO, which just means precious ones, okay? But again, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome on back. Not going to be before you long because hopefully, I'll have enough time to, because y'all know, some of y'all know about my little storage problems, but my storage space or whatever they call it, little problems. But anywho, just wanted to talk about the madness that's going on. You got madness in sectors, you got madness in real life. And oh my gosh, I just have a question. But for those of you who know, you know, it's a lot of things going on around Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy. A lot of mess, guys. If he ain't skipping and popping and just jetting, and they say he done flew over at the Caribbean somewhere, and I don't know, because it seems like that, they on his rear end deep. Homeland Security, the feds, all of them, they just on him. And I don't know what make him think his little jet gonna save him, because them people got jets in the air too. They got planes and trains and automobiles. They can find you, honey. I don't know what's going on, but it's supposed to be about, messing with small people or young people. You know, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on these YouTube streets, but I don't know. It's a lot of accusations going around about all of these things that they saying he's guilty of. But listen, my thing is this. And if he's guilty, he needs to be held accountable. But my thing is this. What happens to those ones that's like his handlers, the people over top of him? What happened with those people? Do they just get a walk in the park, a slap on the wrist? What happens to those people? I mean, because time after time after time, guys, it's like, in my mind, I've seen it too many times where people who look like me, because they are so, and I understand you come up with next to nothing in terms of monies. You're not, having money. It can lead your thinking to places where you're thinking ought not to go. Especially when we're talking about small people, young people, minor people, and doing questionable things. God knows, y'all. Whew. I mean, and I know it's a scripture that says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." The love of money, and it's something to that, guys. The love of money. People are out here because I guess they didn't have it when they were younger growing up. And it's like their little fast track way of going on to get it. And they get it by any means necessary. But all money ain't good money, guys. All money ain't, because you got a segment of people who can do these type things. And I believe they're not going to get away with it. They're going to give an account for Because every little thing that we do that's not right in the sight of Almighty, it's got to be dealt with. It's gonna be dealt with. People just don't see it because they can't see God, the Almighty. They can't, they can't see Him and touch Him. So He's like not a real live thing to some people. So therefore they figure, hey, I'm about to get mine, but not thinking long term what you really gonna get. What you're really going to get is a whole lot of stuff that you never even dreamt. Because you're going to give an account for doing things that's kind of just, that not kind of, but just not right. You know? I mean, I understand what it is like to have not. Because I grew up in that condition. Not having a whole lot. But having a whole lot. But the difference is that I grew up in a family, in a household where, sure, some of the things that they said, may have been, slightly a little, different. But for the most part, they gave us a foundation on which to build. Which, what I'm saying is, they gave us the knowledge that, if we do what we need to be doing and if we do what's right in the sight of our Creator, He will make a way. And it's true. It's true. I'm trying to... wasn't that many homeowners in my family. I'm telling you, we grew up. We had food on the table. And there was times when food was a little scarce. But Almighty always made a way. Almighty always made a way. We got fed, I'm trying to how many homeowners, because I can't remember a whole lot of homeowners in my family. But then as I grew up leaning and believing in Almighty's word, I think it's a few of us who are now homeowners. And so, I mean, some people might say, okay, well, what? See, when you come from almost nothing, in my sight, that's Almighty leveling us up, okay? That's Almighty's leveling us up. But, I understand to a certain degree, some people may not have been introduced to Almighty. Some people probably was introduced, but He wasn't moving in their timing. They don't want to wait for Almighty timing, which is perfect. They want to just get stuff and they want to get it now. They want to get it right now, And this is why they get in so many bad situations, because they are, people come along in their life and they can see that certain people who probably came up, with next to nothing, struggling in life, and they wanted to change their life. And those people seen that, and they seen a way that they could take advantage, and that they did. But see, the people who was anxious to get to that top real quick, they didn't want to see. They couldn't see. I'm not sure which was which, but they just wanted it, and they wanted it right away, And sometimes haste can make waste. Haste can make a lot of waste if we're not careful and being obedient and doing the things that we need to do to get to where we're trying to go. Because the Almighty know what we have need of before we even have a chance to ask. excuse me, Almighty know what we're having need of. But you have those people who are just out here, just so desperate for fortune and fame and this and that and the third, that they're not even seeing what's right before their face. They're not seeing the long term of it. All they're doing is seeing instant gratification. You know, they want to be famous. They want to be rich. They want this and they want that. And they see a way that they can get that now. So, yeah. But then you fall into all kind of traps, too. You can fall into a lot of traps because these people, they got you in a what they say to young people, a trick bag, you know. So in order for you to keep climbing, you know, the higher you climb, the more you expose. And a lot of times they are the only secret holders. Like a lot of people don't know some of the things that other people have to do in order to do that climb. But I myself personally, I am choosing to wait on Almighty because if He made the promise, He's not going to renege on it. He's going to do what He says He's going to do. And I need to wait on Him and trust and believe that if He said it, it's going to happen. Because, see, Almighty is not one who can lie. I'm talking about the Creator. I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If He said He was going to do a thing, He's going to do it. We just have to operate in His timing and stop being so quick about getting this, that, and the third. See, and I believe this is one of the things that's happening to these people in Hollywood and you know, these entertainers, these sports people who's making all of this money real quick. You know, they're not willing to wait. They just need to get to whatever height they need to get to, and they need to get to it quick. But Lord have mercy, Lord, how hard the fall will be. How hard the fall will be. You think you done climbed up there and you done got so high, but how hard that fall will be. Now look at Diddy. Now they say he done jumped in a jet, a plane, a train, an automobile. He done jumped into something and flew somewhere. Like these days when people ain't got jets and trains and planes and all these other things that they can't, you know, take off after him if they want him bad enough. I mean, I've been seeing so many videos about what's going on with him, and some people are making videos saying it's a possibility he could be unalive. Though I don't know, but I'm just talking from the aspect of just not being willing to wait on Almighty, and this is the kind of hot water we can get ourselves into. This is what we can get ourselves into when we just trying to, you know, be all, you know, the big man or the big girl on campus and got to get that quick buck, you know, because we got to be noticed. People got to know who we are, what our name is. The whole world got to know who I am. I don't need the whole world to know who I am. I just need for Almighty to know who I am, and I need Almighty to take me to where I need to go, you know, because like I said, all money is not good money. And my question, I said I had a question, and it's this. I want to know, because they saying that it's a lot of tapes that's being, because when the feds went into his house, y'all know his house got raided. Some of you do. His house was raided. They said a lot of things was pulled out of there. I imagine they got, you know, all kind of technology out of there. You know, maybe some tapes, videotapes, I don't know. They got something, you know, and I want to know, TD Jakes, are you going to be found out yet again? swallowing up onto something? Swallowing up onto, are you going to be so-called man of God? Are you going to be somewhere swallowing up on something on a tape? That's my question. Because y'all know he was hanging in the parties. T.D. Jakes was. Hanging in the parties. They done caught him on camera. Hanging with P. Diddy. P. Diddy head hanging, laying on his shoulder. And then later on, T.D. Jakes come out with it, talking about, have you ever been swallowed up? What? And there's supposed to be a man who's supposed to be a man of God. So my question is, T.D. Jakes, are we going to be seeing any more of you coming out of Diddy's tape collection? Or whatever the stuff is that they done found? Are we going to see you? But they said a lot of people are running a little nervous right now because they don't know what's on those tapes. Because they said Diddy had cameras everywhere, in bathrooms, in his mansion. Tapes, everything being recorded. Well, he ain't trust nobody, not even in the bathroom. But he had a couple $1 million up in the bathroom. He want to make sure nobody going after it with the tape, with the video. What do you have cameras in your bathroom for, then? That's just kind of usual and strange and unusual. What do you need? But that was my question. My question is, are we going to see any more from you, T.D. Jakes? I don't call you pastor, because pastors don't do, listen, the thing about this pastor stuff, see, I don't do religion. I used to be into religion heavily, but, when you know better, you do better. So I'm not a girl who, I'm not a girl, period, but I'm not a person who indulges myself with religion anymore, because I know it's man-made. And I know it's a lot of questionable stuff that came along with this man-made stuff. So I don't subscribe to that stuff anymore. The thing for me is a closer walk with my Creator. Okay? Doing what's right in His sight. Do I get it right all the time? No. Are any of us going to be getting it right all the time? No. But when we know better, we're supposed to do better, right? I think so. So, again, T.D. Jakes, you walking around here like you know better. Are you doing better? T.D. Jakes, are you doing better? Because there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. And it's a lot of people that's being exposed. Cat Williams, oh my Lord, when he did that interview with Shannon Sharp, oh my gosh, he never lied when he said a lot of things are going to be exposed in 2024. And my Lord, it's a lot of mess coming out. A lot of mess coming out. And I'm just curious, TD. Because apparently this ain't the only scandal that's been happening in your life. You going to those freak parties. See, it's been some tales about the children being affected too. Daughters taking babies that she didn't birth. I mean, what is really going on up in them hills, T.D. Jakes? What's really going on? But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in here because this is a lot. It's like nowadays when you turn on YouTube or any social media anywhere, you got this P. Diddy stuff happening. And he is probably, if he got these tapes, if them daggone FBI people got them tapes, there's a lot of people shaking in their boots right now. Wondering, because I done seen some stuff about Stevie J. I'm like, what? about a whole lot of folk. I'm like, well, it was just a swoop. Lord have mercy. Guys, I'm going to go ahead on. I think I'm pushing it with this video. I'm just glad it didn't conk out on me. But I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all leave me some comments. Tell me what y'all think about what's going on out here with this P. Diddy. Man, oh man, if you guilty, you think you're going to go through some mess with man. No, you got another set of problems coming your way that don't have anything to do with man. But I do think it's unfair. Let me just say this before I end the video. I think it's unfair because a lot of times people who look like me, again, so desperate to climb that ladder that they're willing to do a whole lot of questionable things, a lot of strange things for the change. Okay? Do a whole lot of strange for some change. But then there's others who's higher, so they think, who's higher than these performers, athletes, you know, and they get away with so much, and it's so unfair, but you trust and believe those who think they've gotten away. You're going to be found out too. And even if you may not be held in a standard that people who look like me is held, you're going to give an account. I know it always seems, and I read this somewhere in the Word too, that the guilty people and the people doing all kind of messed up stuff, it seems like they're never going to get caught, or they're never going to have to pay for what they do. You're in for a rude awakening too. The day is coming. Now, people on this planet may not, give you but a slap on the wrist. But all of you people out there, over top of Diddy and the rest of these entertainers, the rest of you people who are over top of these entertainers, your day is coming. Your day is coming. Rest assured. Rest assured. It's coming. It's sad that the people that look like me, all of their stuff got to be broadcast for the whole world to see. We may not see the pushback on those handlers or those handlers' just reward. We may not see it openly, but it's coming. Because I'm a firm believer you can't do wrong against our Almighty. Just can't. Not going to happen. You're going to give account for everything you've done and you think the world don't know about. But guess who knows? Guess who knows? The Creator knows. See, y'all think y'all bigger than life. But your arms are still too short to box with the Creator. So your day is coming as well. As it should be. I think everybody's out here doing football stuff, especially to children, older people, females, men. You're doing crazy stuff to anybody. You ought to give an account. And you will. You will. So, that being said, guys, I'm going to say thank you so very much for watching the video. Tell me what y'all think. You will anyway, because y'all do. Y'all engage with me so much. I appreciate it. But, yeah. It's sad, though, because people really think they're getting away with something until that mess busts wide open and they see, oh, I haven't gotten away with nothing. Because one thing I always say, Almighty sits high and he looks low. He sees low. And it's nothing that can be hidden from him. Nothing. Okay? And shame on our people. Shame on our people to be that desperate to do anything, to allow them to help you do all of this mess for the sake of $1. Shame on you. Shame on you. I don't care how poor you were when you were young. I don't care. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. But Almighty has brought me a mighty long way. Just saying. Okay, I'm out before I go on because I still have stuff playing around in my mind that I want to talk about. I do. I might have to just do another video. But I want y'all to be blessed out there. Be blessed. Be safe. Love yourself. Love someone else. Tell yourself you love yourself. Tell someone else you love them. Okay? Nothing wrong with it, guys. Nothing. I love you. And I mean it. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. And until, listen, the next time I see you or you see me or however this thing's supposed to be, I'm going to say good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time is where you are. And again, thank you guys. And if you haven't subscribed to Sharina Belly, come on. Come on. We welcome you to. Just hit that subscribe button. It's either over there. It's somewhere. And then hit that bell. That's going to remind you when I drop another video. Hit that share button. Just share me out to all your friends and family. To the whole world. Let's just have a Sharina Belly share party. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you. Okay. But TD Jakes, are you in some photos? Are you on the camera? Because I know you've been trying to keep a low profile, but you know them cameras, they got pictures in them, and hopefully you ain't nowhere near them. We'll see though, won't we? Bye, everybody. Love you and I mean it. Y'all be good.